Howdy, my name's Carter Niemeyer and I'm going to do some trap demonstrations today. Well, here's just a couple of variations in the kind of foothold trap that you could find in Idaho. One on the left is a double long spring trap. These are the springs sticking way out. And the other type of trap that you could encounter commonly is called a coil spring trap. And these are the springs, but you can see they work in combination with coil springs instead. There's a lot of different size traps too. They don't all come in one size. There's smaller traps for smaller mammals like catching muskrats and raccoons. And then the trap sizes eventually get bigger depending what animal you're trapping. Okay, this is that double long spring trap. This is the pan of the trap. It's called the dog of the trap. This is the undercarriage or frame. And these are the springs of the trap. And normally a trap is secured with a chain attached to either a stake or a two-pronged drag or cable, some mechanism that animals can't chew through and free themselves. And now I'll show you, the important thing is to remember that these springs are what make the trap function, and once the trap is snapped on an animal's foot, you need to know how to get these springs to loosen so that the animal can be freed. So first I'll show you how it's set, and you compress the springs like so, and then the dog comes over the one jaw, and the pan has a little notch here that the dog sits in. So the trap, when it's set, resembles this, and the trap will normally be hidden so that wild animals or pets wouldn't even see the trap. They're normally concealed under soil and attractants, bait, lures, urines, various scents are used to bring an animal in. And so what happens is that these are designed to catch the animal that steps their paw on top of this pan, and that'll set it off, and I'll demonstrate with my hand on this one. And you're caught. So now that I'm caught, what I have to do to get out of here is going to be, I need to compress these springs so that I can get back out, so I have to push them down, and that loosens the jaw. And when I let them shut, you can see it goes shut. Normally an animal, once they're caught in this, they're not going to be able to escape. So again, these springs, the important thing to remember is you've got to be able to compress these springs so that these jaws will loosen up. The coil spring trap works the same way, except they're springs. I can set it easier over my knee than I can on the ground. Again, you compress the springs, open the jaws, put the dog over one jaw, and dog sets in this notch on the end of the pan. Again, this is usually concealed under the soil. And the key, again, remember, is that these springs have to come down in order to loosen the jaws. And this can be difficult with coil springs because these springs, are being so short, are sometimes difficult. You've got to get your feet over them. Usually when you try it with one side, the trap flips over. So it's kind of awkward. I guess you can assume if you have your dog's foot in there that you'll have something to hang on to, but you got to end up doing this. And if you have a soft pair of tennis shoes or something soft in your feet, you may find it difficult to do. Of course, the weaker the person that encounters a trapping situation, the less likely they may be able to even open a trap. Some of these traps come with a pan tension device, like this one here for instance, that makes it more difficult for the pan to compress and sometimes will help keep smaller animals like fox and coyotes out of the trap. But again, if you have a fairly large dog, they would be heavy enough to set that off.